Namaskar friends, North Node, Dragon's Head, whatever you name give to it, has moved to the Zodiac sign Pisces from the Aries on 30th October 2023 as per its mean speed, and it will remain there up to 18th May 2025. Around 1.5 years it will remain there, and this transit will affect all of us, the whole universe, and we are already feeling the effects. So, I'm going to discuss this. Rahu is only a mathematically calculated point, not a physical graha or planet, but its effect in the current times is immense. Because it has only head, and head means thoughts, ideas, innovations, and the current times thoughts and innovations are ruling the world, not the physical activities. Ketu, its other part, is only physical, only in a physical form, but Rahu has the brain, and brain is ruling the world. But it is devoid of realities also. In this video, I am going to discuss as per ascendant how the human beings are going to be affected with this transit. If you don't know your ascendant as per Vedic Astrology, just subscribe the channel and write your birth details in the comment section, your date of birth, time of birth and place of birth. Our team will calculate your ascendant and inform you in the comment section itself. Why I am discussing ascendant? Because ascendant is around only for 2 hours. It is more accurate compared to moon sign and sun sign. As per moon sign, I have already given a video and talk, and you must have seen the same. But here I am going to discuss as per ascendant, as per demand of my followers and patrons. So please see the video carefully and fully. Because the video may be going to be a bit exhaustive, but it will continue to save you from a lot of negative things in the coming 1.5 years. So please see the video, this exhaustive video carefully. And about the remedies of Rahu, I am going to announce a very, very attractive thing which will enlighten you, and you will feel your happiness will have no bounds. So I'm going to start the video, starting with the first zodiac sign, Aries. Aries, till now, Rahu was moving in the Aries for 1.5 years. Now it has moved your 12th house. Dear Aries people, it has moved to the 12th house. 12th house is the house of losses, investments, jails, and so many negative things, and some positive things also. So first thing, Rahu will create the infection and some anomalies in your feet, in your heels, in your fingers of the feet, and as well as your left eye. It may also be possible that you may have to lose some limb due to big infection. This warning is especially applicable to the persons who are who are feeling acute diabetes. So this are being warned from me. In the coming 1.5 years, you might face disturbed sleep throughout the night, throughout the period, and if you are in a foreign land, you may face some legal issues. 12th house with Rahu placement in the 12th house may also create a lot of problem in your married life, and it may take a legal turn. So please take care of the same, and you may also feel a lot of fear from your foes and enemies in this period. If you have some tendencies to go out of your marital bond, to having some loose affairs, some sex, you have some you are having a lot of fantasies about your sexual life, be alerted. It may create a lot of complication in your personal life. It is very good. Rahu placement in your 12th house is very good for spending ascetic life, going to some hermit or ashram. This is the best thing. But you are also alerted that a lot of losses, physical, financial, and emotional, may be caused by the Rahu. A lot of expenditures, unplanned expenditure I can see, which may not have any long-term effect or good positive impact on your life. Due to your career, you may have to undertake short journeys, and land and deal of father, he may face some problems in his land and properties, some legal problems जो है, ailments, diseases, loans, enemies, all this may come in the life of your spouse, of husband or wife, and you may face disputes with your servants, tenants, and your children may face some big problem in their life. So if they are at the secured places where legal problems are there, you should alert them. And I have seen a lot of cases where children were kidnapped when Rahu was moving in the 12th house. Or a foreign residence, career, profession, a lot of activity will happen in the life of your brothers and sisters, and as well as friends. Immediate family members may also face many things about is there, because Rahu motivates a lot of changes. And one more thing I want to say, that if you are hospitalized due to some bad turning of your destiny, you may check. There is strong possibility that doctor may administer some wrong medicine without knowing the impact of Rahu. So in totality, it is not a good period for Aries people. Remain cautioned, and I will discuss the remedy at the end. If you want to know about your spouse, see what I'm going to tell you about the Libra people. It will be applicable to your spouse. If you want to know about your children, see what I'm going to tell about the Leo people. What I will tell about the Cancer people, it will be applicable on your mother. And what I will tell about the Sagittarius people, it will be applicable for your father. And for your elder brother and sister, siblings and friends, Aquarian prediction will be applicable. And what I will tell about the Gemini persons will be applicable for your younger brothers and sisters. Now I will shift to the Taurus Lagna. Dear Taurians, till now Rahu was moving in your 12th house. Now it has come to the 11th house. So it is a big relief for you. Some negative things I want to alert. You may face infection in your shanks, left ear, left hand, legs. So you should take care of these parts of your body. Regarding your relationship with elder brother, paternal uncle, friends, I can see a lot of negative things, some miscommunication, some confusion, some problems may occur. But the best thing is that till now you are facing a lot of health issues. Now you will recover, and you may enjoy all type of income gains, profits, especially due to Rahu. It will be unearned income. Means without making a lot of efforts, the persons who are in the licensing, commission agents and brokers may face very good time in this period, because 11th Rahu will bring a lot of money to them. If you check your important papers and documents, their Rahu placement in the 11th house may cause some complication, and they may go into the wrong hands. So I will suggest you to keep your all the important documents and papers, especially related to land, at the safe place, and don't give in the persons whom you don't want to rely. Your father may have to undertake short journeys due to his career, and is you check it, your spouse, if he or she has the tendency, some secret affairs may come. So it is very bad thing. And the good thing is that your son or daughter, your children may want to marry a person of different culture, different religion, different nation, and you may have to check whether it will be appropriate or not. Some differences you may have with the spouses of your children, and mother's inheritance issues may come up if mother has some ancestral property, some legal problems may come to it. Your brother may have to take long foreign journeys in this period, especially the terrain will be new to him or her. And one more thing, your business family business reputation may come at stake, something problematic may come up, and you should take care of this in a very active mode. And if you were in a some hospital or some ashram, or even you were jailed, this is the time of coming back from these places. Coming back from ashram, coming from jail, coming from back from hospital. All these are three different things, but Rahu may cause all these things and activated. It will happen with some surprising element. It will be not in the due course of time, but it will be some surprising, some Rahu may cause this. If you want to know about your spouses, see what I am going to tell about the Scorpion people, and if you want to know about your children, see what I am going to tell about the Virgo people. For your mother, you want please go through what I am going to tell about Leo people, and for what I will tell about the Capricornians, you should take this for your father, and for your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should see what I am going to tell about the Pisces, and for your younger brothers and sisters, siblings, you should see what I will tell about the Cancerian persons. Now I will switch to the Gemini, ruled by the Gemini persons. Till now, Rahu was in your 11th house. You enjoyed the bounties of Rahu. Now it is moving to your 10th house, the house of career and karma. And regarding parts of the body which you may face the infection, or knee, joint, backbone. All these things, in all these areas, you may face some infection or anomaly which will be very difficult to diagnose. And I want to alert you, you may face some miscommunication or gap with your boss and on your career front. And if your career is about, or business is about the handling government organizations, the same problem may occur with your communication with government organizations. Check that. Your fame may suffer some due to some unreal problem. Actually, problem will not be them, but some rumor may come up and your fame and may affected. Your karmas in general, you will face difficulty handling which side to go, and even big problem, big confusion in your career. Even you might think that there are so many options and which one to adopt. This may happen due to movement of Rahu in your 10th house. Another thing I can see that father's wealth, some problem may come up in father's wealth, where he has invested and deposited. Some issues may come up, some bank may go down, or some company in which he has placed his fixed deposits, it may sink. So I advise you to suggest your father to take care of his investments and wealth. And I can see some issues, your issues with the mother of your spouse. So take care of communication with her. And children of servants may also cause problem. If your servants are coming into your house, your business place, with their children, check them. They may create some problem in your life. For the children, this movement may cause a lot of issues, because I can see a lot of undiagnosable diseases may occur to them. And one more thing, simultaneously your children may have very surprising turn off in their competitiveness. Suppose that they were trying for some job or some competitive examination they were trying, Rahu will cause very sudden turn. Either they will lose the interest or they will get selected in a very surprising mode. Some help will come and some dramatic events may come up like this. If you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I'm going to tell about the Sagittarius persons. If you want to know about your children, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Libra people. If you want to know about your mother, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Virgo people. If you want to know about your father, the Aquarius is the option. And for your elder brothers and sisters, siblings and friends, Aries people, I have already told you should listen that. And for your younger brothers and sisters, Leo people, you should listen what I am going to tell. Okay. So now I have turned to the Cancerians. Dear Cancerians, Rahu till now was moving in the 10th house. Now it has moved into your 9th house, the house of destiny and the destiny and luck. First thing I will discuss the body parts affected by this movement. These are hips, thighs, femoral arteries. These some infection may occur and undiagnosable diseases may occur. And you may face communication issues with your father, grandson, guru, teachers, mentors. So take care of the moment. Take care of your communication with these fellows. Otherwise, you may suffer. And if you are doing some charity, then take care. It may go into the wrong hands. Ideally, if you are doing charity and donation, it should go in the proper hands. So you should take care of your legal matters, court cases, issues, because on the legal front, Rahu may create surprises for you. Something might be happening on the court and you might not be aware. So take. And one more thing, religious activities, pilgrimage, if you are undertaking, then take care of that. Some bad person may be posing you with you as a guru and might swindle your money. So take care of that. If you are going to some pilgrimage, check. Otherwise, you might be cheated there. If you are undertaking foreign journey or applying for immigration, then you should also take paper, because some complication may occur in the related papers due to movement of Rahu. And the best thing is that if you are having inheritance properties, a sudden gain may start. Suppose that you have got some property in inheritance, and suddenly some big rent may come to your pocket. So in that way, it is good. And your spouse may have to undertake short journeys, especially due to some career, because he or she might have been transferred to some nearby cities. It may, but I can also see some love affairs of your children. So discuss with them and guide them, because the love affairs due to impact of Rahu will be with some very distinct, very different, very surprising, with some person from some different nation, different culture, different religion, or it may also happen. I'm not giving guarantee that it may be of the same sex, because same sex also, it may be a love affair with same sex may also be surprising for you, if you are in a if you are from a culture which don't consider it as good. Mother may have some legal issues, and but your elder brothers and brothers, sisters, and friends may have some inflow of money in a very surprising way, especially for which they have not made a lot of efforts. If you want to know about your spouse, you should remember what I am going to tell about the Capricorn people. If you want to know about children, you should listen what I'm to tell about the Scorpio persons. For your mother, you should listen what I'm to tell about the Libra people, and for father, certainly you should listen what I'm to tell about the Pisces people. For your elder brothers and sisters, siblings and friends, you should listen what I have already told about the Taurus people. And for your younger brothers and sisters, I will tell shortly for Virgo people, you should listen. Now I will take up the case of Leo ascendant. Leo persons, your Rahu has moved from ninth house to 8th house. 8th house is the very secret affairs, very secret things in life. So first thing I can see due to movement of Rahu, external genitalia, the sexual organs, and these things may be affected due to movement of Rahu. You may see a lot of infection, and even prostate glands issues may occur. Prostate gland problems may also occur due to 7th house and 8th house, but many times due to 8th house also. So if you are having some issue, the issues in prostate gland, then you should get it checked with some proper doctor. And some affliction to your face may also occur, some spots, something like this. And the worst thing about the 1.5 year will be that if you attract any disease in this period, it may turn into chronic or incurable. So take care, don't take care from the inception, and for the whole 1.5 year, nip the bud. Means if you feel any diseases occurring to you, take care and remove it at the start. And another thing I want to say that it may be also possible that due to some infection, your limb has to be removed. Some part of the body has to be operated upon. Rectum, if some infections, some infection, a big problem may also occur at your rectum area. In general, health will not be good, but the problem will not be very big, but it will be undiagnosable. This is the thing. And regarding your communication issues with the family of your spouse, you should take care what to say, what not to say. But insurance, lottery, income, unearned income, all type of unearned income may come due to place of Rahu, movement of Rahu in the 8th house, and it may also be possible that you may have to change the stream of your whole career due to some surprising turn in your career or business. Accident, surgery, and these things may happen without any big impact, because Rahu will always cause some infection. Not the accident, you will not be injured, but the accident will cause infection, and due to this, you may have to suffer in the long run. Income from partners, wealth, you should caution your partners. Their wealth may be subjected to some unpleasant event. Company may sink in which they have kept their money, or their shares may go down. But this and I also want to caution about your children's education. The primary education, you might take decision in a very wrong way, and later you have to repent. So take care of if you are taking any decision about children education, you should take care of that. Your brother may also face some diseases which may be undiagnosable, but simultaneously your brother may have some surprises about his job opportunities and competitiveness due to some link, due to some help from others, unexpected areas. There will be turn of his career. It will also impact the career of your friends also. Father's expenses may increase like anything, and it will be unplanned. It will go to any place. And one last thing I want to alert you, you may face some issues in your inheritance. So if you have some property in inheritance, check their papers, and see that no one is occupying illegally the same. If you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I am going to tell about the Aquarius persons. If you want to know about your children, you should see what I am going to tell about Sagittarius persons. If you want to know about your mother, Scorpio predictions, you should listen. And if you want to know about your father, for Aries persons, what I have told already, you should listen that. And for your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should listen what I have told already about the Gemini persons. And for younger brothers and sisters, I will tell what about the Libra people. You should certainly listen to that. So let us see what is in bag of the destiny for the Virgo people. Virgo people, the Rahu is moving to your 7th house. So first I will talk to the body parts affected in this regard. All reproductive organs, anus, bones, and suppose these organs will be affected. And if you are feeling infertility in your life, you are not getting you are not being blessed with the children, then it may also be possible that if you are a lady, you might see the infection in your uterus, ovaries, and if you are a male person, you may see the complication in your testis and your semen. So get these things checked, and due to this movement of Rahu, your urge for sex will increase like anything, and it may also be possible that you may face some issue due to your sexual affairs. And I can see a lot of miscommunication with your partner, spouse. So be clear and precise when communicating with them in this 1.5 year. And if you adopted some children, the legal problem may occur in this case. And for the elder persons, senior citizens, I can see loss of memory in this day. And but it may also possible that if you are intended to marry, you may get some good proposals from the persons of different religion, different cultural background, different nation. So it is up to you whether to proceed or not. You may see some blot on the character of your spouse, husband or wife, and good things now. Gain of money from foreign countries may occur in a very surprising way. And if someone is asking you that you will be honored at some abroad place, some other country, take it as with pinch of salt, because it may be some fishy offer. Actually, there may not be some issue, there may not be some honor, but it may be an a ploy to please your money in the name of. And mother, in the case of mother's property, some legal issues may come, and family disputes you might have also to face. Your income of your father will increase with some surprising event, and it may also be possible that it may be due to some bad deeds and bad tendencies of father, because the presence of Rahu causes the income of wrong types. If you want to know about your spouse, you should listen what I am to tell about the Pisces persons. For your children, you should listen what I am to tell about Capricorn persons. For your mother, you should listen what I am to tell about the Sagittarius persons. For your father, you should listen what I have already told about the Taurus persons. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, I have already told about the Cancer persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Scorpio persons. Now I will take up the case of Librans. The Rahu is moving to a 6th house. 6th house Rahu is considered best out of all its positions. However, Rahu is Rahu, so some issues may also occur due to this. So first thing is that you may face some infection in your urinary tract, waist area, and navel region, and kidney. So these things may get affected. And for the whole 1.5 year, a lot of cases of mental agonies, even madness, you may face, and diseases in general will abound in this period. And the problem with Rahu, I am repeating again that diseases are undiagnosable. Doctor will not understand why this is happening, how this is happening, and you may face a miscommunication with your maternal uncle, your servants, cousins, relatives in general. You'll see why everyone is talking about me in the bad way. And sometimes you also face that mental torture or agony is happening. You may, if you are asking for the loan or debt, please take care that some legal problems may come into your loan and debts, and enmity, especially with your neighbors, may increase, quarrels, fighting, everything. So it is something like this, and some big issue in the come into your children's wealth. The companies in which they have invested may sink or something like this, and you will have to. Sorry, your children will have to go to the some legal forum for taking their money, and same thing is, and but on the career front, you may have some deputation on some alien country. Alien country means which country which you are not accustomed to. So you may get deputation, and even official journey you may have to undertake. In the father's career, I can see some changes, and you will have some option. It may be unpleasant, but you will have to take decision and opt or negate that option. And secret affairs, secret enemies, you may have to face a very different time, unexpected zone you may have to face. And I can see that your spouse may get indulged in some secret affairs with a person of very different culture, different area, different nation, and you may obviously you will be perturbed with all this. And one more thing, that if you are preparing for competitive examination or a job or job opportunity, it may be very different arena that you will get them, but in a very different area, different country. Suppose that you are preparing for competitive examination, you may allotted a cadre which may not be good to you. You will feel that I don't know how whether to be happy or sad. And if you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I have told about the Aries persons. For your children, you should see my predictions, what I am going to tell about Aquarians. For your mother, you should listen what I am to tell about the Capricorn persons. And for your father, I have already told about the Gemini person. You should listen that. And for your elder brothers and sisters as siblings, you should listen what I have told about the Leo persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen what I am going to tell shortly for the Sagittarius persons. Now I will discuss the case of Scott Rahu, which was moving in the sixth house. Now it has come to the your fifth house. Sixth house Rahu movement, despite of some difficulties, it is good because it destroys your enemies. But fifth house Rahu is going to cause a lot of infection in your digestive system, stomach, belly, even some cases acute infection in your heart area, liver, gallbladder, intestine. So all these things may be subjected to infection. So if you have already some history like of these things, you should start taking care of all this. Your thinking and mind may be affected due to presence of Rahu in your fifth house. Either you may get some brilliant ideas, out of box ideas, or it will be very haywire. You might be thinking very impractical things. So you will have to take care of Scorpions. And a lot of miscommunication I can see in case of with your children. So your children are, so I suggest you to be cautious when speaking to them, communicating with them. You may have some love affair with a person of different culture or region or nation. And another thing, if you are in a teaching profession or training profession, I can see a lot of miscommunication with your disciples or students. So you may get very bad name due to some activities. So don't indulge in anything which is unethical with your students. Another thing, your foresightedness will increase. So if you are in an area where planning is required, I will suggest you may get very brilliant ideas. To some extent, they may be practical, but majority of time they may bring fortune and booty for you. If you are planning to be pregnant in this period, take care because some complications may come to you in your pregnancy. And the best persons to get consultation in this regard are the medical professionals. Okay, if you are in a writing literature or something like this period is very good because Rahu will give you very brilliant and out of box ideas for writing a novel or something like this. And if you are in gambling or satta or share market, then this period will give you very surprising returns. So if Rahu is favorable to you, you will gain a lot. If Rahu is unfavorable to you, you will lose a lot. But very eventful period will be for you. And in case of your mother's wealth, just caution her because she may lose a lot of money due to bad decisions. I can see even a loss in your career, some big loss in your career. The companies are suppose that you are working for 12 years, 20 years, suddenly they may give you a pink slip, please go away, something like this. And it also indicates miscommunication with your grandfather. And in this period, your partners, your spouse, husband, wife will gain a lot of money in a very surprising way. If you want to know about your spouse, see what I have told about the Taurus persons. If you want to know about your children, you should listen what I'm going to tell about the Pisces persons, what I am going to tell about Aquarian persons. You should listen listen about your mother, and for your father you should listen what I have already told about the Cancer persons. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should listen for what I have told about the Virgo, and for your younger brothers and sisters, you should wait for the prediction about the Capricorn persons, which I am going to tell shortly. Now I will take up the case of Sagittarius. Dear Sagittarians, till now you were facing a lot of mental issues, trauma, everything. Now the period has come for the emotional issues because Rahu has moved from your 5th house to 4th house. Regarding body parts, you may face a lot of issues in your heart issue, breast, chest, thoracic region of body, and it is very important that you should take care of all these parts of body. Another thing about the medicines, whatever medicines you are taking about your diseases, recheck them because you may have adulterated or fake medicines, or wrong medication is also possible when Rahu is moving in the 4th house. Take care of all your property, land, house, and even vehicles because legal issues may crop up and you may see something undesirable on this front. And your relationship with your family members and mother may deteriorate due to bad communication. And in all the cases of Rahu, I want to stress that the real issue may not be, but due to miscommunication and a gap in communication, issues arise. And if you are a builder, you are an architect, you have brilliant ideas of designing and creating a creating a big project. In education, some issues may crop up, but if you are in a totally different type of education, something very creative, this period may be golden for you. Ancestral property houses, you should check someone is not entering into them illegally, and your spouses of your career associates and even career of your spouse or partners may take a very different type of turn. So alert them. It may be good or bad. I'm not just saying this, but it will be a very different type of turn. And one more thing I want to alert the persons who are in speculation, share market, gambling, that period may be a period, this period, Rahu may give surprising losses in them. Similarly, you should caution your children. The investments they are making may not be good or something which may sink like Titanic. So alert them. And it is also possible that your children may have to change their place of residence due to this region or that region. And your elder brother friends may face diseases and enmity, loans, everything. This period is not good for them, but they may have good period regarding to job and competitiveness. Suppose that they are preparing for some competitive examination, it will certainly benefit them, and they may get some good news on that front. So it was for the Sagittarius persons. Take care of your environment in your family, in your house, because I can see a lot of miscommunication between family members, a lot of quarrel and confusion. Want to know about your spouse? See what I have already told about the Gemini persons. For your children, you should listen what I told about the Aries persons. For your mother, I am going to tell shortly for the Pisces persons. For your father, I already told about the Leo persons. You should listen that. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, I already told about the Libra persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen, which I need to tell about the Aquarius persons shortly. Now I will take up the case of the Capricorn. Dear Capricorn people, till now you are facing a lot of issues on your family front, domestic issues. Now Rahu has shifted to third house. Normally third house Rahu is considered very good because it explores, it opens the opportunities for proving your worth, your valor, your strength, and it is not like something physical, but it is due to brain. You prove your worth due to your IQ, your thought process, your creativeness. It is something like this. But for your right ear, your hands, feet, throat, collarbone, shoulders, nervous system, you may have faced a lot of health issues, which in majority of times it will be undiagnosable and uncurable. You will take medication, get some relief, but it will occur again and again and again. Especially the persons who are facing nervous system issues, it is hard, very hard time for them. Physical fitness and physical growth may also be affected. You might be going to gym, and the atmosphere of the gym will be like that. You are attracting infection or something like this. So take care of that. And I can see a lot of miscommunications, brothers, sisters, near relatives, even with neighbors and friends. It is very advisable to remain clear in your communication, otherwise Rahu will punish you. And even with your, you should take care of your servants and casual acquaintances, because I can see some issues may crop up with their communication. And persons who are in writing and publishing and communication, all types, they may get brilliant ideas and they should execute. Otherwise, it will be a bane in place of boon. So execute whatever ideas you are getting in writing, publishing, communication, execute them. And It may also be possible that you have to take short journeys and even litigation in your career. So short journeys may be possible because you might be transferred in nearby city, so you will have to go to Delhi on that place. And don't take care of your communication with your father, with the father of your spouse, because some issues may crop up. And also ask your mother to take care of her investments, which may face some legal problem or something like that. If she may realize that she placed her ex at a very wrong place. If you want to know about your spouse, the best thing you can listen what I have told about the Cancer persons. If you want to know about your children, you should listen what I have already told about the Taurus persons. And if you want to know about your mother, I have already told about the Aries people, that will be applicable for your mother. For your father, what I have told about the Virgo people, it will be applicable to you. For your elder brothers and sisters, you should listen what I have told about Scorpio persons. And for your younger brothers and sisters, you should listen what I am going to tell shortly for the Pisces persons. And now I am going to handle the Aquarian people. The Rahu had moved from the third house to second house in your case. So certainly it is a bit bad news, because in the case of third house, it was a reasonably very good position for Rahu. But in case of second house, you will see that a lot of issues will crop up in your wealth. And this is very strong suggestion by me that you may be affected with the food poisoning. Your speech may be affected, and you may get some infection in nails, tongue, right eye, nose, face, mouth, cheeks, chin, and teeth. So all these parts of the body, I need to be precise, or the whole face may get affected with that. And if we say see some spots, black spot, and some other majority things, infection in your teeth, due to movement of Rahu. So take care of your hygiene, brush your teeth, and take care of your face. Especially the persons who are in the show business may get badly affected due to this movement of Rahu. And I can see a lot of communication gap with the immediate family members. And your father may have to face some diseases, enemies, enmity, legal problems abound without any reason, which will dissipate after Rahu will move after 1.5 years. He will see that there are not exact issue, but the period was very traumatic. He will say that. And father will also get some job opportunity, but very different time, totally different from what he is currently. So it may be a good or bad, but you have to choose the options. And I can see a totally different turn also in the case of your children. Totally career and profession, they may go in a totally different stream. Your children may go. So ask them, advise them to choose their career properly, and don't take decision in haste. And your income from property will increase in a very surprising way. Some new company may come up and ask your property with a very heightened rate, inflated rates you have. So please check your tenants' veracity, their credentials, then only give. Brothers may face, your younger brothers and neighbors may face some losses, or they might also be hospitalized without any apparent reason. They might be hospitalized, and your brothers and sisters should remain cautious about their investments, otherwise they will be doomed. Aquarians, if you want to know about your spouse, you should see what I have already told about the Leo persons. For your children, you should see what I already told about the Gemini persons. For your mother, you should listen what I have told about the Taurus persons. For your father, Libra predictions, you should listen. For your elder brothers and sisters and friends, you should listen what I already told about the
Sagittarius persons, and for your younger brothers and sisters, that was the first sign, Aries, you should listen to those predictions.
And now I will take up the case of Pisces, the last zodiac sign. Dear Pisces persons, till now it was in the second house. You have now Rahu has moved to your first house. The worst thing may happen to you that you may lose your self-respect because some stigma may be attached to you, some bad rumor may be attached to you, and some more bad news for you. The whole body may be affected. The vitality of the whole body may be affected due to movement of Rahu in your first house. Your hair, skin of the head, vitality of self, all these things may be affected negatively by the movement of Rahu. Your friends, your brothers may have to take a journey, and a long journey, and fortune for children is in store. Yes, your children may have to undertake long journey, and luck may get activated in a very surprising way, and they may also want to get settled at some foreign place which may be alien to them. This is the big difference, that once they settled in foreign place, they may think that it was not a good decision. So ask them, your family reputation may be affected very badly, but your brothers may get a lot of things.
If you want to know about your spouse, see what I already told about the Virgo people. For your children, you should listen what I have told about the Cancer persons. For your mother, you should listen what I have told about Gemini persons. For your father, you should listen what I told about the Scorpio persons. For your elder brothers and sisters, you should listen what I told about the Capricornians, and for your younger brothers and sisters, I already told about the Taurus persons.
So it was all about the 12 zodiac signs, how they are going to affected with the movement of Rahu. You might have seen that majority of times I have told you negative things, but it is my utmost responsibility to caution you about negative things. Good things will also come in your life, but it was my responsibility to caution about negative things. So to take care of these, I believe that you have heard carefully each and every sentence of my video. Now, having said this, if you still don't have your ascendant, just communicate in the comment box after subscribing our channel. Your birth details will inform you your ascendant, so that you can understand the implication of Rahu on you. And so far as remedies are concerned, you might have seen my video, a very popular video about the coconut monkey. It is very helpful in case of Rahu. You should certainly see that video. It has helped thousands of persons. It will help you also. But very good news at the last. If you don't know exact beyond this coconut monkey, if you want to know some remedy, ask us. Right? We may take some time, but we will certainly suggest you some good remedy, and it will be best thing is that it will be very complimentary. You will not have to pay. So with this, I am ending this long video, but very useful video. I am Achary Kalki Krishnan from AstroDevam.com.